Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. And another ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That one the other way, and it's a foul ball. Turns and fires to Betts. In the air, right field. Springer drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. One out, base is empty. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. And up to the plate is Will Smith. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, right side. Springer there makes the catch. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back now in Toronto. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's George Springer to start it off. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. Ohtani, an all-star a season ago. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Righty to the plate. Swings through that. That one misses. Now 1-2. Pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
And another ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That's in there. That's strike one. Ohtani, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Struck him out without a swing. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having the distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Top of the 2nd, and now the veteran 3rd baseman, Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Swing and a miss.
1 strike.
Swings through that one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one missed.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Way outside, and it's 2-2.
All right, so in this at bat, seeing a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front, and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Right-hander kick steals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's going to be James Outman. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Second inning here, no score. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Not even close there. And the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Left-hand hitter waits. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 2 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Just missed. That's inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
2 down, nobody on. There's the strike, and the count is 3-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Chris Taylor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. And George makes the grab. One left for L.A. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Justin Turner now. Turner's an interesting guy to talk hitting with. Someone that kind of espouses the modern hitting philosophy. The whole let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. For Justin Turner, that is beat it with that. I want to hit the ball. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. So he goes yard to left. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Kevin Biggio up to the plate.
So he's just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Struck him out looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Now it's the second baseman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Kicks and deals. And that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today. Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players. Maybe here and there once in a while. But he's appreciated back there. One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Dalton Varsho. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one.
1-0.
At the belt and fires. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And now Jason Hayward. And the right-hander back to work. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A gigantic blast. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate and at bat.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crush. Just absolutely crush. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. That one's in there. Strike one. Lux measures 6 feet 2 inches. 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. The 0-1. Bounce to the right side, and he grabs it in foul ground. The pitch. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The pitch. That just misses. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And another ball. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And a foul ball. Tied up here in the early going. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Next pitch just misses. Now 1-2. And that's outside. Mookie takes.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Bichette whips it to first. And Betts is set down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat's...
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Ohtani back to work.
1 ball, no strike.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. We talked about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. One down, base is empty. And he lays down the bunt. Grabs it barehanded, and he beats it. He's safe.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
And the batter is George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Out under it. Out makes the catch.
The batter, number 11, shortstop,
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Struck out looking his first time.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Ripped on a line. And Bichette is retired. And that'll do it. One left for Toronto. Still tied 1-1. All set for the start of the inning. The batter now will be Will Smith. And a pitch. That's in there. That's strike one.
You know, these Dodgers did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there. And that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Kicks and fires. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Max Muncy at the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Go ahead run on base. And now the center fielder, James Outman. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike.
0-1.
And that's in there off the knees. The 0-2. Backfoot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. And it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 outs. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Righty delivers. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him looking. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. Score remains tied 1-1. Now in Toronto, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The right-hander back to work. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Turner now. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball there. Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill. Slice to right. This looks like extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So up next for Toronto, Kevin Biggio. Got a good eye there. Outside. Ball 2. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Here comes the pitch. Just missed.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away. Right through there for a strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Foul ball, he stays alive. And the pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Here's the second baseman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That clips the corner.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And he deals. the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And takes low for ball 1. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Popped up, and the infield fly is called. So first and second with 2 outs. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And it's strike 2. The pitch.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We've played 4. Blue Jays 2, and the Dodgers 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Chris Taylor. Gosman back to work. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That misses. 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And here it comes. He goes down looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's Jason Hayward. He's already homered here in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Got it foul, Bullpen.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Up towards right center field. Springer there makes the catch, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Kiermaier now. The pitch. That's way outside. And that's ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hand has to hurry. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
He saw the infield playing deep enough to drop down that bunt, and it paid off for him. Nice execution. He put that ball down the third base line where he knew it would be a tough play. Took advantage right there. Very smart move.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, George Springer. Outside low. Ball one.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Right-hander kick steals. Kiermaier on the go. Righty to the plate. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
And it's second. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a pitch. Goes down looking. Now the number 2 hitter, Bullpen. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
That's down and in.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
One out, and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. And that's ball 4.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2. And he takes one right on the black. 4-1. In there at the knees for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. And the righty deals. And there's a ball. Two on, one out. On the ground, 2 ball. Goes to second for 1. On to Freddie. Double play.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts. And the right-hander back to work. Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. And a 1-1. And another ball.
2-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
It's an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And there's the strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit, and it goes just foul. Freeman goes 6 feet 5 inches, a career batting average over 300. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one lifted in the air, left field. Varsho moving under it, brings it in, 2 down. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and we're all square. It's 2-2. That one just sounded good.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes Max Muncy. Fastball for a strike. Kicks and deals.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And down on strikes. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers tie it up with a solo homer. 2-2 game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 6th, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Justin Turner. And a pitch. Just missed.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That catches the outside corner. And that is strike 2.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he could mix that in whenever he wants.
Just off the outside edge. The pitch. That one one misses, and that's ball 3.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Out, calls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Gavin Biggio next up for the Blue Jays. That's in there, and that is strike 1. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Good eye in that spot. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Number 36, the next to hit, takes outside. In there at the knees.
21.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. 6 innings behind us, all square at 2-2. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Gosman back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swinging a ground ball, Biggio slings it across, and a quick out, number 1. And now Teoscar Hernandez, a strikeout and a walk. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, 2 down. Here comes Chris Taylor. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Hayward swings through it for strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And the 0-2. That's down and a slider missed. Ball evens the count.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And on second, 2 down.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Gavin Lux hitting on deck circle. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Around third. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. He will score. It's 3-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kevin Gausman makes way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on here, Genesis Cabrera.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. And that one fouled off. This one in the air. Moving under this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Brusdar Graterol up and throwing. Trying it. Also throwing. Next offering is down low. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. At the belt, the finals. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Kevin Kiermaier next up for the Blue Jays. Just missed.
1-0.
Righty delivers. And there's a foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready to begin the 8th. Here's Mookie Betts.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Late on that fastball. Movement in the bullpen. Chad Green appears to be getting loose. Swanson getting cranked up as well. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And now the lefty fights it off. You'll see another. And he deals. Pitch misses there. Going to count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Wouldn't chase that time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
The other way, Guerrero throws to first in time, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
Looks like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. A little late, opposite field knock.
And the pitch. Sits him down looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knee. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Brusdar Graterol.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. The pitch. There's the strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And the right-hander deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch for the out.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trying to hold a one-run lead near the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's a little bit high. It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Left field. Fernandez brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And they've got the no doubles defense set up. Outfielders playing deep, infielders guarding the lines. That's in for a strike.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
The 0-2. Just misses without it. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Muncy to hit. 1 for 3. Swanson goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Right-handed reliever. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Digging in, James Outman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Here's the 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Hernandez stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
2 outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Right-hander kick steals, and it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Swung on, belted. Kiermaier going back. Hits the fence. Round second, taken for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Varsho drifts towards it. Brings it in. And that is that. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Evan Phillips.
Now, this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes a one-run game better than a comfortable three-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
And a pitch. Line drive, base hit. Off to a good start for the leadoff down.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Gavin Biggio. Line drive, it's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, odds are very much in your favor as a hitter. Really important at bat coming up now.
Bottom of the ninth, one-run game, 2 on. Here's the second baseman. First off, bringing it just misses.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
One-run game, bottom 9. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Here comes the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. That one off the mark. 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Close, but called a ball. Full count now.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Grounder might be 2. Lux toss the second. How about that double play?
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
So it's their last chance in this one. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. With a tying run at third, here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Phillips is just 1 strike away. Backed off the plate that time. And a 1-2. This one popped up. Muncy under it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
Here now is our
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. On the hill here today, Kevin Gausman.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. The pitch. That one finds the zone, and that's how this game gets started.
first pitch, 1 o'clock.
Turns and fires to Betts. Swing and a ground ball. Biggio. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Righty to the plate. And now 1 and 2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
One down, base is empty. Good eye right there. And a pitch. Swings and sends a rocket to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. That's a little bit low. 2 outs, base is empty. Liner, base hit. And now it's Max Muncy. Big time power. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Hard hit left side. Fires over to Guerrero. They get the out on Muncy. And the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today on the hill, Shohei Ohtani.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, here's George Springer to start it off. And here it comes. And a foul ball left side. Ohtani, a former All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. And now it's even up. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 away.
Hood gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 3-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And a pitch. That one's in there. 0-2 now. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground to third, Muncy. To first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
The 1-0. Swings and fouls one off. And another ball. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That was blasted to the moon. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. And now for the Jays, Justin Turner. And that's in there for strike one. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
2 outs. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Vlad Guerrero Jr. with the solo shot for Toronto. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back now in Toronto. And now the center fielder, James Outman. Gosman back to work. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Larry Bullard, umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
And ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And that's the first out.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play as a base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One down, base is empty. That catches the top part of the zone. And 1-1. There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strike.
And another ball. Two now. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now 2 away.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Chris Taylor down. In the air, right field, and it falls. And that keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Jason Hayward. Gets the outside corner with that one. Here comes the 0-1. Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. And that is that. So the Dodgers lead one. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Kevin Biggio. And he deals. They'll see you. This is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
Right through there for a strike. Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience. Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches you didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Now it's the second baseman. First pitch misses. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss.
2-1.
Strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. That one catches the corner for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and looked into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk. On the ground out to short. Betts sends it across the first, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back. And now it's Gavin Lux. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. The pitch. On the corner for a strike.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time. Never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And the righty deals. Fastball for a strike. text offering upstairs.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Now it's Mookie Betts. And that one pulled foul. Betts, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. The Jays leading by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Freeman stands in now and watches strike 1. Line to left. And it stays fair. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second. And he's out. Trying for 2. Long throw for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and fires. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Ripped on a line to center. Out, pulls it down, and there's 1 down. Here's George Springer. His first at bat was a strikeout. He's got it. There's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Bichette stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. That missed by a lot. Now 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
1-2 now. The shortstop takes the ball. Pass and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Will Smith. The pitch. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. On the ground, right side. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. 0 for 1 so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Foul ball there. The Dodgers trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Kiermaier pulls that one down, 2 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. First pitch, and he just misses. And a good eye there.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Two outs.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic. Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one misses. 1-1. Outman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses. The count 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault it.
Swinging. 3rd out. 1 left for LA. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. At the belt and finals.
1-1.
Fouled off. He was late. Right-hander kick steals. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
So now Turner in on that right side. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. That one missing low. Gets the call. Now 2 balls and a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
1 down, base is empty. And 1 fouled off, 2-2. On the ground. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. He decides to hold on to it, and they don't get an out on the play. So, man aboard. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. And this is inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 1-0. And another ball.
2-0.
And the right-hander deals. Swings through that.
2-1.
Hard ground ball, base stop. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Now here is Dalton Varsho. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Just off the inside edge. Hard hit to third. They get the force. That ends the frame. Blue Jays leave a pair. They lead it 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Chris Taylor. And the right-hander back to work. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
One hit to right. And George makes the grab. The new pitcher in the game, Mitch White.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Next to hit, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1.
Jason
on the inside corner for a strike. The Dodgers down by a run. We're at the top of the 5th. Bounce to the left side. Bichette fires to first on the run. Got him.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Genesis Cabrera, the left-hander, up and throwing. Richards also getting ready. Two outs. That's off the mark, and that is ball one. Two down, nobody on.
T-ball, he's great.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Lifted in the air down the left side. Varsho makes the grab, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And a pitch. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. Righty delivers. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And another ball. And right back to the mound. The throw to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And you play behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Sends it to first. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone is playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off. Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Here comes the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Hit in the air, center field, out under it. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Back now in Toronto. Here's Mookie Betts now. And here it comes. Swings through that one. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson getting ready to go. Green warming up as well. That one is absolutely belted. That's bad. And it's gone. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. And we are tied. It's 1-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And next for L.A., Freddie Freeman. A rope into right, and that's a base hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it. Hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 2. And downstairs.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one in the air. Under it. Calls it in, and there's one away. Once he digs in, this guy with light tower power. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
But we see more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slog is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Now the 0-1. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. Freeman over at first with one away. On the ground left side, 6, pull, 3, double play, and the inning is over. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. All even at 1 apiece. And we're back, bottom of the 6th inning, and now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. And the pitch. Bichette, multi-time All-Star, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Righty to the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
That one's in there, and the count is 1-2. That's down and in. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Hayward makes the catch, and there's one down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That one missed. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And there's the ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering is in for a strike. Outside, and that is ball 4. One gone, runner at first. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
Throw to second. Tag. And they got it.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive. You want to try to get into scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Boots it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, James Outman. White back to work.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Here comes the 0-1. That catches the ball.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Got him lifted. And there's one down.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And they're at the knees. That's strike 1. Slider misses outside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Wouldn't chase that time.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And a foul ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Springer there makes the catch. That's out number 2. Here comes Chris Taylor. First offering, and it just misses. There's the strike.
1-1.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And another ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Hayward up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So the Dodgers lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Kevin Vigia. The right-hander back to work. Flips the corner. It's 0-1. And ball 1. Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Left-hand batter waits. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Now it's the second baseman. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Outside low, ball 1.
1-1.
Wouldn't chase that time. All tied up near the bottom of the 7th. And another ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now here is Dalton Varsho. And he deals. That clips the zone, and it's 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hernandez makes a nice running catch. Pitcher now for the Jays, Genesis Cabrera.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that's outside. And a curve misses outside. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
So the lineup flips over. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. This is again 5 in a row. Action in the pen down there. Eric Swanson up and loosening in the pen. Green also throwing. Pitch. And fouled off. The 1-1.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Chases that one out of the zone. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Springer on the move, racing back. Fans off the wall, makes the turn at second, heads for third. Go-ahead run holds up at third as the ball comes back in. Second and third after the double.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point this one.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Aimed to score from third. They lead it in the 8th.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, 1 out. Max Muncy at the dish. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Oh, that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. This one in the air, center field. Kiermaier sizes this one up, makes the catch, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brusdar Graterol.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And a pitch. That's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Line drive. Hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Kiermaier now.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
There's the strike. In the air, left side. Fair ball. Will throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Just a blue pit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
And the batter is George Springer. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Out, number 2. Bichette up to the dish. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
On its way to the corner. Snags it on the run. And that is the third out of the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. The pitch. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Now one gone in the ninth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Swanson, a 6'3" righty, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jason Hayward. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Trevor Richards getting loose out there. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Part of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Evan Phillips.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, boy, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
The pitch. Outside. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one's in there. And it's a ball to strike. To the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. One-run game, bottom 9. High fly ball, right field. As this one sized up, makes the grab, one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Turner up to bat next, lays off for a ball. A one-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And next for Toronto, Kevin Biggio. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Big swing and a miss.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
This is off the inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's down and away.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
2 down, nobody on. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He leads the yard to right, and we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And a foul ball. That's downstairs and outside. Activity in the bullpen. Daniel Hudson preparing to come on if needed. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of inning number 9. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Dalton Varsho on deck for the Blue Jays. In the air, out towards right center. Hayward squeezes it, and that's the inning. But this clutch home run gets us even again. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Next offer in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Come on and missed 96 of that fastball. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And it's second. Bounce to the right. Guerrero. He handles it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Mookie to hit. Now this is in the air down the line. Springer on the move. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. A big run scores on the sac fly. And they've got the lead in extra innings.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Known for his late inning heroics. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Pulls it in on the warning track. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Blake Trinan.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always...
Well, one-run game. And now Dalton Varsho. And a pitch. Ball one there.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
And that one fouled off. So the tying run is second. And it is 2-1. There's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps
couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
And that's outside. And another ball.
2-1.
With the tying run at second here in extra innings. Up towards right center field. And it drops in. And now two aboard. The winning run is on base. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier. Runners on the move. A squeeze, and he gets it down. And he grabs it foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Fought off foul. Big spot. Tying and winning runs aboard with one down. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
One out left for the Blue Jays, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike one. Two outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. This could end it. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two on, two outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And the righty deals.
Oh. 1-2.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Two outs, tying and winning runs on base. And we're in the last half of the 10th.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Two outs. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. And another ball. Bo Bichette waiting to hit for Toronto. Fouls it back with two strikes. With the tying run at third, winning run at first. Here in extra innings. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, this is a big win on the road, and going extras in